Southern Regional Director of Black Wall Street USA. And this is Dr. Michael Carter, who is the president of Black Wall Street USA, the national organization. And we're here in your town, a part of our poverty tour to bring awareness to Mississippi, the financial plight, but more importantly, because you are a police officer and you are also a black man. Do you have children? Okay, so you have a family. So I want to get your perspective on what's been going on from official standpoint, as a father, as a black man in this country. We wanted to put a light on police officers because of what's going on in Baltimore. So we understand the dynamics that's already been intrinsically there for years.
You stated about the Baltimore accident that went on there. I heard pieces of it, saw some on the news, but really don't know actually what actually went on with that. But at the same time, you're saying as police officers and as a family man, everything, you always have to do the right thing. You always want to treat people right. Even if you're making an arrest or whatever it is, you have to do the right thing at all times.
Yes.
And here I know in Friars Point and wherever else that we work at, that's what we talk to the officers. That's what we always do. Do the right thing, and everything's gonna be, God take care of the rest.
Yes.
And just like you say with, police brutality and stuff like that, we're not with that, here. You have officers all around the world, doing different things. But my reason to get in law enforcement, as I tell officers, is to stop that kind of stuff. Yes. I like to treat everybody right. Whatever goes on, you got to remember, if he's criminal, whoever, somebody always love them. That's somebody's child, somebody's kinfolk. I don't care how bad they are, somebody love them.
Yes.
Right. So that's how I look at it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can introduce your team.
I'm Sergeant here. Chief
What is
Vance
your
is,
name?
I'm Joseph Wise.
Sergeant Joseph Wise.
Yes, ma'am.
It's a pleasure to meet you and it's an honor. Thank you
All right.
for serving.
All right, you're welcome. Appreciate it.
Officer Jones. I just started here like 2 months ago as part-time, full-time in Clarksville.
So you're working in 2 different positions as a police officer. Awesome.
So what's the difference in what's going on with, because you deal with crime a little bit different, because you police in Clarksville where the crime is a lot higher than this.
Basically, the difference, you have a small community where, where everybody know everybody, whereas Clarksville, it's the same, but just, you have more things to deal with, like, on a daily basis. Like, it's gonna be this, like, out here, for example, you can actually talk to more people. You can tell, like, if they don't want that right, you can go right next door, go to their mom's house or the neighbor or whoever, and basically they can handle it for you.
Right.
Whereas, you don't have to put them in the system or anything like that. Whereas in Clarksville, there's a wide range of different people, and some people you come across you don't know, and so basically that's the main difference.
So as a father, how has all of this impacted you as a police officer sworn by oath to uphold the Constitution? How has this affected you as a man of color, as a father, and a police officer? In Friar Point, where Conway Twitty was born and raised.
Basically, like Sarah said, first of all, I'm trying to do everything I can to help you. I'm gonna put the decision in your hand. Like, you gotta basically arrest yourself. You're gonna arrest yourself, cite yourself, anything like that. I'm not gonna go and look for it or anything. Like I said, I give everybody a fair chance. When my kids, whatever grow up, I would want them to have the same opportunity that I'm trying to give everyone else.
Yeah.
Basically, it feels good when you have to arrest someone and you're able to see them the next day and they don't have any grudges against you because they know you just did your job. So
Right. So pretty much what I believe I hear you're saying, you are doing community policing.
Right.
In other words, when it says to protect and serve property and people,
Right.
you got that concept,
Right.
so that the personal aspect is involved. So what message would you send to those young people who are in Baltimore protesting, hurting, and don't know what to do, but they know this can't continue? Send a message to them like you're talking to your children.
If I can talk to anybody in Baltimore, I'll tell them that it's always a right way to do something. You're in America, you have your freedom of speech, and you have your right to, say that it wasn't right and try to get to the bottom of it that way. But destroying the city that your kids gonna have to grow up in one day, that's not a good thing. Like, you gotta look back. When Martin Luther King, he had peaceful protests, they did it. It can happen. So when you behave like that, it put out an image around the world like that, American, we're not getting respect anymore. And that's one of the reasons when we can't take care of our own town and own cities. I feel that if you feel that you disagree with a decision, take different steps to try to get to the Baltimore. I never went to Baltimore and I really don't know much about it, but I know that it was a nice sized city, and it's gonna be years before y'all can be able to recover.
Hi, Joe. Step on up. And the same question applies to you. What message? How is all of the murders around the country of all of the black men and women, how is that impacting you as a police officer? How does that impact you as a black man and as a father? And are there any conflicts, and what would you tell us about how you feel?
I feel like the black people putting an image around the world that we don't know how to act, we can't get along, and it's just, it really sad, it's sad. And as a father, I basically want to get in a good, stable position and raise my little girl right, and me and my wife, maybe we can, what I'm saying? Just try to raise her right, teach her right from wrong, raise up in the church, like I was raised, teach her the right things, and if you do wrong, you will be dealt with, and as far as Baltimore go, I think, like Officer Jones and Sergeant Wise said, that saying you can't destroy the city, that your kids gotta raise in. And a lot of people, I'm gonna say, a lot of people, and I'm speaking as of black people, we just ain't got no patience with law enforcement. Everything take time, you gotta give it time, law enforcement sometimes take 2-3 years, you just gotta be patient. And, everybody have their day in court, you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't like the way the justice system works, but you gotta be patient and give everything time. So as of now, I'm an uncertified officer. I go to the academy May 17th, and I've been learning a lot from Officer Jones and Sergeant White. They've been teaching me the right thing to do, how to treat people, like they say, everybody don't deserve a ticket, everybody don't deserve to go to jail, but like Officer Jones said, he let you decide that, so that's basically it.
Right. So it gets back to the human side of policing the community for safety, and we really want to thank you.
The spirit of fire, is it right? The spirit of 5 Point. Well, I think the spirit of 5 Point, Sergeant White and Sergeant Gray, he at his other job right now. I think they did a pretty good job of help clean the city up, and they did a great job. I know, because I was staying out here, and it was kind of rough. Like, everybody got bad people, but they did a good job of, what I'm saying, controlling the peace, and they got good people skills, and they were basically, I'm trying to pick up people skills, work with people, how to talk to people, control the situation.
What do you need from us?
From you all, you have authority. If we can reach our kids before they get in the system, where they can understand that staying in school and doing the right thing. If we can reach them before the other guys reach them, like I said, I always try to talk to kids like when you go in Walmart and somebody, I hate to go to that policeman, you know, I go up there to the child, I get them high five, get them $1, anything like that, because I don't want them to think that's all we do. Okay. And once you lose respect for police officers and stuff like that, you don't respect the law, you don't really have respect for your neighbor.
So what if I tell you we have all the programs that you need to deal with what
basically, like I said, if we can reach the kids before the other people, because like when the kids look around, they see this guy right here sitting on these big rims, and then they see this guy right here that's a police officer. You know, this they role model, the guy with the rims. And we don't need that anymore. You know, when I was little, I said I wanted to be a police officer. And I mean, people probably say, oh, my mom probably said, oh, okay. But she probably didn't think it, but now look, I'm a police officer.
Amen. So can we count on you to be our lead, our liaison between us and the police department in Clarksdale and here, if you need that here.
How you doing?
Come this way. Come this way, so you don't want to miss anything you have to say.
It's in, and it's like you say, when God, he handles all, he sees all, he handles all what goes on, and that's who we, you know, every day I pray.
Yeah.
And I get up in the morning, and I pray that when I get to work, that I'm able to help somebody and come home and do right by people and be able to go to sleep at night, because I know I've done a good job and have done my job.
Amen. Yes.
And
Amen.
that's the thing that you're teaching the officers that come in under you, which is a tremendous, it's just awesome, and it is to be applauded. And we want to make sure that the world knows, so we're going to let you know this is going to be everywhere. Everywhere. Because God has said that he's calling his remnant together and he's calling them out. And you all are showing up. And the world needs to see that. And black people,